How do you want to start this?
However you want. I figured maybe go back and just say, hey, what happened at the Super Bowl? What really happened? Like, why did you say that? Did it mean?
I got, you want a couple shots before you tell us? I got some over here. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Was there booze?
Partially, yeah.
I thought you were sober though.
I don't do cocaine.
So you're like, what's that? Like the Irish sober, where it's like, I'm going to stop doing the cocaine and the hard alcohol, and I'm just going to start drinking beer.
I've never had a problem with alcohol.
I mean, considering right now, maybe so a little bit.
No, because honestly, the problem that is this going to be on the podcast?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay.
We're being honest, right?
Yes, we're being honest. Okay, here's the thing. You have a free speech hat on.
I do.
Which is a lie. There is no such thing as free speech because...
Well, I like to think there is.
There isn't. Because like even now I'm starting to watch my words because it's going to be used against me.
Yeah, but what, like, well, just don't.
But the thing of it is when people are purely honest, people will manipulate it into a negative thing instead of a talking point where you could start at X and maybe if you break it down to the least common denominator, you can have a productive society. But if we're basing what our laws are and our culture and everything else on lies and not being really honest, we're never going to get to the truth or a system in place that works for most everybody or everybody. Because if you build it on lies, it's always a house of cards that's going to crumble.
So what about that night was a lie or a deception?
I said Spanish speaking people. Okay. And the reason
Do you want to play it? Do you want to play it?
Yeah, you want to play
Do you have it?
I have it.
You want to play it?
I don't care. I mean, it is out there. You know what I mean? It's not like,
Well, the internet's forever, TJ.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, trust me. I Googled my name and everything. And it's like.
You do that?
No,
you Google your name?
I Googled my name because my mother Googled my name and that came up.
No shit.
Oh, yeah.
No shit. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Real funny.
In hindsight.
But it is what it is. I mean, you want to make sure, listen.
Did you find it?
Yeah. No, but I will find it.
Let's hear what you exactly said so that there's no ambiguity and
100%.
Yeah.
100%. The truth shall set you free. Hold on.
Hopefully. Here, put up the microphone. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see.
Oh, no.
I'll do it. I know how to do this. I got this. Did you purposely have a mohawk, or was that just?
No, that's my hair.
Hey, yo, I'm that Three Guys Pizza on the halftime show. Fuck the bunny. You know what? I walked outside and I'm freezing. And I don't give a fuck. You want to know something? Because I love America. And fuck every fucking buddy that speaks Spanish.
Every fucking buddy?
Well, ¿tú hablas en español?
¿Y tú?
Yeah, un poquito.
So what? So tell me about
do you think I said fuck me?
I don't know.
Because I speak Spanish.
All right, well, let's get back to that. I'm sure you weren't thinking that at the time. So what happened?
Okay, this is what happened. It's led up to, and I'm not the only one. I've had a lot of people say I felt the same way.
Yeah, but you have don't you? Okay, keep going, and then I'll criticize you.
Yeah,
constructively.
You're very good at that. But anyway, a lot of people are frustrated. Okay, we came in a country that was a melting pot, and people came to this country, and they came here to become Americans. And what that meant was speak English, pay taxes, work hard, and make a better life for your family and the future of your family. That's what Make America Great Again is about. And that's the country back when I graduated in 1983. We didn't have all this. We didn't have the immigration problems that we have today. We did because it wasn't as global. Now, what happened is over time, jobs started to go out of the area. Okay. Which.
Yeah. Overseas.
Yeah. Because corporates are whores. They're whores for the dollar. It's all.
If they're not allowed, if they were allowed to do that.
Let me finish what led up to this.
Was that NAFTA? What was that?
It was before NAFTA. It's the free market system, which I love. But the problem is that,
doesn't seem like it's working out.
Okay. But I'm letting you know what's left. So, okay. No big deal. Okay. Just a little bit in the cup. Then, we started to get the, people that would, come in from other countries and everything. And they came in a small place where they would assimilate to the country. That was great.
Yeah. Like if I go to Italy, I should try to be Italian.
Well, at least the culture of the Italians, you want to speak Italians and you don't want your problems to become their problems. Okay. Right. Then the next cultural change and the next thing that was stuffed down our throats was, when you hit an 800 number, what do you get?
Usually somebody from the Indian Ocean.
Correct.
Yeah.
That doesn't speak English fluently.
Well, they speak English.
I didn't say that. They don't speak English fluently.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's frustration, and we put up with the frustration. A little bit more on the bottom. Then the next thing is that we have 20 million illegals that came over that saturated.
Is it 20 million or is it more?
It's probably more.
Yeah, I heard estimates that are a lot higher than that, and it's pretty wild.
Well, if you go to every, like I said, Sam's Club, more than half speak Spanish. In Wilkes-Barre, we're not talking a border state.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not talking El Paso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so what's happening is when you go to a bank, I used to go to Wells Fargo. And it was all English people, Americans, black, white, Spanish. It didn't matter. They all spoke English. And you couldn't tell where they were from Poland or whether they were from Spain or Mexico because everybody spoke correct English because they were multi-generational.
Okay.
Even if they were bilingual.
Okay.
Okay. Recently, because of the almighty dollar, Wells Fargo hired a person from, and I get along with her great, from the Dominica. Okay.
For the Dominican Republic?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Work visa.
Okay.
She went from barely speaking English as a translator for other people that don't speak English to help them so Wells Fargo can make more profit. And then we have to stand in line. It takes us longer to get serviced. And then guess where she's at now?
Management?
She's in management.
Okay.
So what's happening is there's a lot of Americans that are getting passed over for jobs, and we have the remedial because we don't speak two languages. Okay. So let's add that into it. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have all the rapes, the murders, and everything else that has happened. And I've got the statistics here.
I believe you.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't have to.
So now it's another thing getting shoved down our throat, and it's not Americans speaking Americans. Okay.
Speaking English.
Speaking English.
Yeah.
Well, I call it American because we really don't speak English.
I once called Africa a country and my African friends got really mad at me about that. So we have to be really specific about, you know what I mean?
Well, having the free speech.
No. They corrected. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Africa is not a country.
Yeah.
It is a collection of countries.
It's a continent.
Yes.
Okay. So what built up to that was all that has been recessed, but it wasn't there at that moment until it became at that moment. What happened was the 2 months before that, there was so much controversy about Bad Bunny coming on to the halftime show. And then we were going to have the other halftime show, the Charlie Kirk halftime show. And there was a lot of, this is right, this is wrong. Now, what happened was Bad Bunny said, if you want to watch my show, you better learn Spanish.
Which, in your way of thinking, is it could be said on the other side. If you want to watch the Super Bowl, you better speak English
or be American. But be a citizen But my thing is, you're shoving it down our throats. We're frustrated. There's many millions of people that are frustrated with it. Okay,
it's almost like they're forcing you to.
Yeah, it's like
change.
Yeah, it's the knee on the neck, the head, whatever. It's like, you know what? And it's not a good change as far as what my belief system is. I love America. I love what our forefathers stood for and what we protected. And I love that there were my ancestors that are half Irish and half Polish came to this country. And then the other thing is this. I'm going to government where Luzerne County alone spent $850,000 on translators that come out of Americans' pockets, multi-generational Americans. I go to the hospital. I can't see my doctors. I'm supposed to see my doctor because of my diabetes and my toe losses every 2 weeks. I see them every 2 months because of the saturation of illegals and migrants to this country that use our health system and they don't pay.
Well, I mean, the argument against that is like, yeah, but they buy gas and they buy Funyuns
it's a net negative.
That pays the taxes for.
That's my $4,000 bill for last year.
Yeah, you don't need to prove this to me. I believe you.
Okay, I
told you the other day we don't need fucking. Yeah, we're not fact checking.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you're asking what led up to this. It's compounded every day that now I go to Lowe's and I see bathroom and I see the Spanish name for bathroom. I know it's not basura, it's garbage. Again, that's a Spanish word, but I forget what the word is. And then when you go and put your credit, you got to go, and I lost my job because of this. Now with my unemployment compensation card, the first thing it asks me is this: press 1 for English, this is America. Speak English. Become American. Do what my Polish forefathers, my Celtic forefathers came over here. You bring somebody from the family to translate. You don't push that cost onto Americans. And that's what's happening. Americans are frustrated because the housing market's going up because of the 20 to 50 million people that need housing. We're frustrated that they're going for the housing and CEO are giving them money for housing. That's
CEOs are giving them money?
Yes.
Yeah, but CEOs aren't giving them their money. CEOs are giving them
taxpayers' money.
Government money, yeah.
Which is yours and my money.
Yeah, but you're saying CEOs.
CEOs no, CEOs. The people that give help for food.
They're called CEOs?
No, it's I think it's CEO. No, it's not. It's
I don't think so. I know what you're saying.
Okay.
It's NGOs.
No. It's CEO. It's something economic, whatever. But I went to it because when I lost my job, I saw what I could get. Because I get the maximum unemployment, which is $605 a week. And I applied for everything because I want to see what was out there. Do you want to know what I got as an American for food stamps?
Yeah.
Take a guess.
I don't know.
A month.
I don't know.
$25
to eat.
To help me.
Which is like $6 a week.
Okay. But when I was there, of course, I swear to God, a Dominican girl was the one that processed me. So I know that they hired her so she could translate for another person that gets these benefits. And there's
so are you viewing it as like, your family's been here a while, a couple generations, and
more than that.
And then, so I'm Italian, Irish, Welsh, right. German. I mean, they all had to come over here and
correct. Assimilate.
Assimilate. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the thing that
did they get food stamps?
I don't think so.
No. Did they get free?
They had gardens.
I didn't ask that. Did they make their problems Americans' problems?
No.
No. Okay, that's the problem with what I have.
I mean, they came over here before the income tax and the fucking...
Again, that's why people come here. They don't come here to become Americans. You hit it right on the nose. They don't come here to become and assimilate. They come here to get what they can because, and I don't blame them because if I was, hey, listen, over here, if I just cross this ocean or cross this border and I could get all this free shit.
Well, it used to be a crazy trip and now it's like, I'll be there in 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've got people helping them come over because of the census, because of votes.
So, okay, let's stay on that night and then we'll move forward on the criticism.
So that was that, that was internal, but that wasn't. Now what happened was the Bad Bunny said, you need to speak Spanish. And then when I was there, okay, it was all you can drink, all you can eat. And I took advantage of all you could drink.
Okay.
When normally I hold myself to one beer an hour to an hour and a half.
So what was the thing that made you go like, oh, I should go do this?
Because it was
like 10 seconds that changed everything.
Yeah, 15 seconds. And what happened was the manager, they said, oh, Bad Betty's going to be on the halftime. I went, boo! And she came running over. She goes, you can't say that. Free speech.
Yeah.
I couldn't boo at a place that, did
anybody else get upset at you or just the manager?
There was one other person, but that was it. But everybody was like, yeah, most people are Americans and they really didn't want to watch that show.
Yeah.
They had a record. They said they had a record.
I watched it. I still don't understand it.
Yeah. People watched it because they wanted to see the commercials and they didn't want to flip channels. And,
well, I mean, most people watch the Super Bowl because of commercials in the halftime show.
Yeah. Well, it's both,
yeah.
They want
I don't even remember who played in the Super Bowl. To be totally honest with you, I don't even remember. Do you?
Yes.
Who?
Yes. The Seahawks and the, no, the New England Patriots. Seahawks won.
I know, but it wasn't like at the forefront. Yeah. You had to recall it.
Right. I don't remember a commercial because I didn't watch. I stayed outside. I stayed outside the whole halftime. That was my little problem.
So you go boo.
She gets me to another level and then I'm like on tilt because
I mean, also, just to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
It is a private establishment. They reserve the right to refuse whatever.
Yeah. I get that.
So you're like, I'm going to take my rage outside.
And I didn't think that. It just happened.
What were you thinking?
I was just like,
what were you drinking?
Double Jackson Cokes.
How many did you have?
Probably 3 or 4.
Did you really? Yeah. So you were pretty loose.
Yeah. And I also, people said, are you back on cocaine? And what I did was
It doesn't seem like a coke move. That seems like a booze move.
No, yeah, right. But people are always want to throw you in a bus. So what I did was I took a hair follicle test that goes back 3 months and I have the record here. Negative on any drugs. So when someone says, I go, hey, I got the proof.
So you go outside and it was just a video to your phone that you had to upload, right?
Yeah. I uploaded to Facebook and then I realized, that it was going to be negative. I took it down.
But it's too late.
It was too late.
Yeah. How long did you have it up for?
40 minutes.
And were you already getting like, what the fuck? We were getting those calls?
Yeah, I got one phone call. And I'm not going to say who it was.
That's fine.
Yeah. But I got one phone call.
What did that person say?
They said you probably should delete it because people are going to take that the wrong way.
Yeah. And they did.
No, they took it the right way.
Who?
Most people know what I meant. Most people, when I'm talking one-on-one, even you, like you had said, oh shit, you thought it was funny at first, you said, and then all of a sudden you had the oh shit moment.
I thought it was funny at first?
That's what you said. You thought it was
No,
funny.
I didn't. I texted you.
What'd you text me?
I texted you. I said, everybody makes mistakes. It's all good. It's all good.
There was a bunch,
and then
there was a bunch of people.
I said it'll take like 2 weeks before people will forget about it.
Yeah, and they did. For the most part, but it's on the internet forever. Now.
Yeah, but what happened is like for the people that it matters to, like that for the people who can help you.
Yeah.
For the people who can help the things that you want to do, they
are distancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's pretty bad.
No, it's not.
Why?
No. Because
I saw a bunch of people throw you under the bus.
It's the people that hate me.
It was people that you helped.
Who?
They threw you under the bus. Elected officials, stuff like that. I saw it. They came out immediately and disavowed.
Well, what happened? What happened was, and this is what happened. The next day. Okay?
Mine's on vibrate or do not disturb.
I don't know how to do that.
But you know how to upload a fucking video.
I know how to piss people off.
You swipe down here,
All right.
and then you just hit do not disturb. And then you could turn it back on as soon as we're done.
Well, you'll help me do that.
Yeah, I'll help you do that.
You'll train me before we go for
So
lunch.
what happened?
Okay. So
The next day, you said.
So the next day.
Were you hungover?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because it would have sucked to
I'm
have
half
all.
Irish.
Well, it would have sucked to have all that.
Just
and
so you know,
hangover.
that's a racial comment.
What is?
That I'm half Irish and I can handle liquor because
Not all Irish people can.
I know, but it still was a racial comment. So throw me under the bus. That I
Is the
believe.
Irish a race, though? Is the Irish a race?
I don't know, man. We're a
They're
bunch of
pe-
mutts.
Yeah, there's a people.
All
All right, so the next day.
Okay. So the next day I get a text from my boss with the video.
Yeah. And you were doing bail bonds at the time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he goes, really? ?
Yeah.
And then we had a conversation. At that point, it got real.
So it wasn't real until.
The next day.
Yeah.
Because I watched the Super Bowl, having a good time, went to bed. And then the next day, you had the people that attacked me on Facebook, the people that really hate me, like Benny Herring.
Are you really naming names right now? Don't do it, TJ.
Okay.
Don't.
All right.
I like all of you.
All right.
You're going to put me in a spot where I have to defend things.
Okay. Well, you could delete that name or cover it up.
I'll try to.
Or cut it out.
What minute are we at? I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try.
All right. Well, the standard people that I've always gotten into disagreements and arguments, made it a fact. If
Do you think that's a macho thing?
No.
Do you think that's like an ego macho thing?
I don't know.
Because you are a bit disruptive to what people are used to, and maybe the problem is that they're used to it. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's a disruptive innovator coming in to try to save things, and like Christ flipping the tables over in the temple.
Yeah, the Pharisees always hate the people in power. Always hate the people that are pointing out what they're doing right or wrong.
But can you criticize them without them being mad at you?
No. Because people are a bunch of babies. They're not adults anymore.
I know, but didn't you respond in kind?
Yeah, but I'm not, again, most of my stuff, I don't remember getting personal. I stay on,
Do you think that maybe because of the tone of the country right now that every criticism is taken personally when it really shouldn't be?
No, I think it's in the culture. I think that we have
but you do think we were always that easily butthurt?
No.
Right, so that's what I'm saying.
Because our teachers taught us to grow up, punch back. If you know what I mean? We were taught back in high school. Well, if you don't like it, punch them. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I said now the tone in the American, because you can see it happening.
It's the psyche.
You can see the left hating the right and the right hating the left, and now it's the right hating the right and the left hating the left, and
you can't say anything constructive criticism because it's personal. People only
wasn't that subjective though, the constructive criticism?
No, people today, I've noticed that they only want to hear compliments of what you're doing well or good. And as soon as you want to raise the bar or point out where we could do better, especially as a party, you're accused of hurting the party or a group. And it's so silly. It's just, we on the right, the Republicans and the people that say we work harder and we're the adults in the room. I hate to tell you, there's no adults in that room either. I see very little adults.
Do you consider yourself very little adults, or do you think that you're an adult?
I think I'm an adult.
Do you really?
Yes.
No. I might want to disagree with that a little bit.
That's okay.
Just because how things escalate.
In the way where when I do something wrong, I will take accountability for it, which I've had with my drugs, with domestic issues, with everything else. I will admit and try to make amends and try never to do it again. Okay? Where I look at it and go, as soon as someone gives me constructive criticism, I'm not attacking them. I go home and think about it. I say, are they right? Are they wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And even if I'm wrong, if I think I'm right, at least I addressed it. and your opinion may be different than me, which we always have. We have a differences of opinions.
You and I?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like we could like the difference. I think the thing about like me and you in our disagreements is that I don't hold it against you, and you don't hold it against me. And it seems like with other people, it's so. In other words, like if you say something I don't agree with, and we get in a heated thing about it,
and we have,
you're right. And then when it's over, I don't fucking think about it ever again.
Neither do I.
But it seems like in like other people, both sides think about it more than they should.
I actually think about it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. I do think about it because I respect your intelligence.
No, I'm not talking about me.
Yeah, no,
I'm talking about like other people.
Like if we have a disagreement,
yeah,
it really bothers me.
You and me?
It doesn't bother me where I dislike you or no, I love you and respect you. That's why I internalize and go, am I wrong? Do I need to change? Maybe he's right. I do that.
I don't want you to do that.
No,
like,
no, I do.
I'm not doing it.
But
So I'm like,
the
I
adult.
need to change.
That's why I think I'm an adult.
Okay.
That's what I believe an adult is. To be
somebody who's self-reflective.
Okay with not being okay. And always trying to get to the truth, and not my truth, not your truth, the real truth. And try to grow as a person and try to make things better. This stuff that I have, when I passionately against migration and immigration and cultural change, is because I'm looking in the future and I'm seeing what's happened in every other society. The Roman Empire, the Greece, every society implodes with migration and social system. So you have to be an idiot to think that America is not going to implode when we have another 50 million people coming in or another,
How do you say that without getting people mad?
You don't.
Like, how do you say that without people thinking that you're like xenophobic or racist or?
They don't. It's a cowbell. Okay. It's a cowbell. He said, black, or he said Asian, or he said white, or he said black.
Do you know who Phil Hartman is?
Yes.
Remember comedian. He was on news radio and he got shot. Did you see the clip that's been going around with him?
No.
It's really interesting because if you look at it on a timeline, what at the time was not controversial would now be considered controversial.
Oh. Yeah.
Let me find this clip.
All right, let me.
Here it is.
Okay.
It's a little long, but you haven't heard it?
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish.
And then I'll play this.
And then we'll play that. So.
I have it queued up.
What happened
This was 1997.
So what happened was all the newspapers, okay? So what happened was all the newspapers, my boss told me, don't say anything.
So this is after the video.
The next day.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning. Okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah. First thing in the morning.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, anxiety. What do I do? I made almost $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
So I had a choice to not say anything or try to say as little as possible and try to mend it. I talked to a couple people, politicians. Again, you don't want me to name names.
Well, I just don't because they're not here to defend themselves or anything.
Okay. And one politician that I respect dearly said, just apologize and move on. And it'll be, like you said, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to apologize for the statement because I didn't and I won't. Okay. Because I want people to speak English. I want them to pay taxes. And that's what it meant. And everybody knows that has any semblance of intelligence knows that. But the people that don't.
Well, some don't. The ones who don't know, you don't know that.
But let me finish.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, Sue Henry called. I went on her show.
I listened to that. It really bothered me.
Again, we'll get, because I couldn't say what I wanted to say. And I should have did a Trump just said, listen, I said what I said and this is what I mean. Exactly what I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
But has anybody afforded you that opportunity since?
Just you. That's why I want to come here. Now.
I'm the only one, DJ?
I haven't reached out because.
Yeah, but they should reach out to you.
I think they will after this. Okay. Sue did tell me, I did
hope.
text her, and she said that I would be able to go there. I said, I want to come in person because when you're on the thing, they could click you off. You don't get your full comment in and they could twist it. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you.
I don't think she's intending to twist your words though.
Well,
Yeah, but I agree with you. Calling in is a terrible way to have a conversation.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was bumbling, stumbling, trying to figure out what to say, what not to say without losing my job. I became a coward. Okay.
Is that the first time in the distant past that you've had to be like, oh,
Yes.
I got to watch my words here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a shame. It's horrible. You know what? Since I got fired, I feel a lot freer. I'm here. I could, what are you going to do to me next? The only thing you could do is you could do a Trump on me and try to shoot me. You know what I mean? That's it.
I hope that doesn't happen.
Again,
I hope for words.
But I did get attacked at an event because of words, but we'll leave that alone. Okay. But
This is what I mean. Like you keep fucking bringing this stuff up. And I'm like, when I say to you, like, I let it go,
but
I don't think about it again.
Words do, but words do. But okay.
There's
So
energy, man. Like when the back and forth start happening with this negative energy, it always escalates. It always fucking escalates.
Yeah.
And unless one person dodges that negative energy,
Yeah.
it's going to build up.
Yeah.
It's like fucking Harry Potter fighting Voldemort.
and that's what's happening in this country, like you just said.
Well, I'm more concerned. Like I love you. Like I want you to not be. I think you're a good person. But you're imperfect, just like everyone else.
I don't fit in because of our previous conversation, how I was raised, our previous podcast. So
Yeah.
I'm a little different, but you've met and so anyway, that's what happened. Okay. So the frustration building up, a person telling me that I got to learn, say the NFL, the 20 million, all the statistics, the rapes, the murder. And you know what? I just got, it just was the straw that broke the camel's back. That's all it was. It was a straw.
So you just had a moment.
I had a moment.
Yeah.
I had a moment.
That you hit publish on.
Well, because
It's
I'm
almost
in the
like
public.
it's like seppuku. It's like you're gonna commit suicide in front of everybody.
Listen,
It's like, why would you do that?
80,000 people in Luzerne County could have posted the same thing and nothing would have happened. But because I was I'm the leader of NEPA Republicans.
Yeah.
Because I am a Republican, I've done a lot for the Republican Party. The Democrats loved it. I just gave them a steak on a plate. And I agree. I feel bad. And my apology was I felt sorry of any political person that was associated or is associated with me that gets any negative because of this statement. I felt bad for them.
Did you feel bad for the grassroots people who were like, fuck?
Yes. Everybody. Because I don't want good people to hurt because of
Something
this.
you did?
I did. And it wasn't what I said. It was how I said it and how it was manipulated.
Do you think people took it as like a vitriolic anger? Well, I mean, it did come off a bit fucking angry. It did come off a little bit like,
That was a little dry. You could tell.
yeah. And it was like, football and all that stuff. It's like, there's the same tone when people are like, go Eagles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's the same energy.
Yeah.
Like I get it.
Yeah.
That's why it was like,
See, you're laughing.
no, it's when you did it. I was like, oh, that was dumb, but I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hate you for
No.
doing that.
And it wasn't racist comment.
But I knew
It
people were
wasn't.
going to come after you.
I know.
And I think I've told you for over a year now. I said, your enemies are waiting for you to do something so stupid that they will come to try to destroy you and everything that you built.
100%. And they did. And hey, listen, I gave him the steak on the plate. And I should have just said, anybody coming to this case, speak fucking English, pay taxes, and that would have been perceived a lot better. But the problem is that.
So do you think how would you have said it differently?
Exactly what I mean. If you're here illegally, don't come here illegally. If you do come here legally. speak English, pay taxes, pay your share. Don't make your problems our problems. Don't
Just like you don't make your problems their problems.
correct.
Yeah.
Just like my forefathers didn't make their problems the people that were indigenous at that time. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it. Okay. That's it. Because what's happening now has happened in history. When you have major migration, whether it be colonialism, whatever you want to call it.
Every country fails when they have massive unfettered immigration.
Correct. How'd it work out for the Indians?
Well, they were conquered. That's basically what all this immigration is. It's a conquering.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's it. They're conquering
By any other definition, it's a
100%.
conquering. Yeah.
That's my problem. So when
And people might not like hearing that, but it's true.
When you say
in any other country where that happens,
you need to speak Spanish was an insult to me, our country, the NFL, and everything. And the NFL, I'm going to tell you right now, the NFL is the problem because they are selling themselves out because they want to have a Latin American things. They want to have over.
Well, Jay-Z's in charge of the halftime.
Yeah.
And he gets to thumb his nose at whatever he wants to put whatever he wants there. I
but
mean, some of the most memorable Super Bowls we've ever had were like Tom Petty, Michael Jackson, fucking, the ones who,
you know my favorite is
Prince.
Bruno Mars.
That means you're gay. Prince might be totally up there. He might be the best.
I think Bruno Mars is one of them. I love.
He's a great performer.
Michael Jackson. Prince. I love Prince.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like,
so it's not
Nipplegate.
racial. It's what it is.
No, I don't think you.
It was linguistic.
Well, what's the
Spanish speaking people? And I didn't mean the bilingual people, the people that are Americans that speak.
I know who you didn't mean.
And so did everybody else.
Well, not everybody.
Most everybody. The people that attacked me the most knew it.
Isn't that interesting?
Yep.
Isn't that interesting?
Yep.
That well, that's what I was warning you about.
Yeah.
Don't give them fuel to burn you.
I'm telling you right now, I had more Democrats and black people have my back than white and Republicans. And you've met one.
That's weird.
I showed you because they had more integrity. The people that are connected politically, a lot of them, I'm not saying all of them, their integrity's out the window. It's just what's in it for me. And NEPA Republicans was for the volunteers. You've been to my events. Mm-hmm. When did I ever sit at the front row? When it was always about the volunteers. I always complained that the candidates running don't care. They care the volunteers. They don't want that. The rich and the connected hated NEPA Republicans because I stood for getting the bus to the White House for people that earned it. You know what I mean? The people that don't usually get invited to the 500 a plate dinners, the 1,000 a plate, that didn't get an inauguration. You remember the inauguration when it froze out?
When they had to do it in the rotunda?
No, yeah, but me and Frank had bus tickets. We were going to take a bus.
He was
down.
just on. His episode releases today.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And he he went down. I decided to stay. I had a good friend of mine, Rodano's Pizza, opened up on a day he was off, and there was over 100 people there. I have videos. It cost a lot of money. You know what I mean? But they hate that because
why? It doesn't make any. It might be true, but objectively, it doesn't make sense. Because why would you dislike the ones who are out there knocking the doors and handing out the literature?
They only use us.
You think?
They only call when they want a protester or they want door knockers. They don't call us when they're having a nice event and give them free tickets. That's my biggest bitch. And
do you think they're? I'm trying to like understand that because it doesn't seem
okay.
It doesn't seem. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I'm just saying like objectively, it doesn't seem like a good way to
before I got involved in the Republican Party of Luzerne County. It was in the paper.
Were you a Democrat before, or were you always a Republican?
No, I was a Democrat, a Libertarian, an Independent, and a Republican. Because honestly, they all suck.
Yeah.
You know, they're all, the only one that's better than the rest right now is Republican because of the values. But sometimes a lot of our elected officials don't follow the values. But anyway, before I got involved, there was 35 committee people of a possible 230 approximate. We're going to go approximate.
For the county party.
For the county party. Okay. Once I had my events, once I did my educational, once I set up the tent and the thing and I got people involved, there was over, about 200. Oh, wait, there's 360 openings. Because 2 per thing's 180. So 360. There was over 200 people that got involved, either to stop me from taking over the party or to help me take over the party. Okay. But
Did you want to take over the party?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't because of fear. I should have. Okay. I put the other guy up. We're not going to name names.
Yes.
Okay. So I said, maybe I was afraid to lose, afraid. And the Bible says, don't fear. And I fear more than everybody else.
It says it over 360 times.
It says that more than to turn the other cheek or be kind. It's the most thing that's said. Do
not fear.
You have to have faith. Have to have faith. Faith. And sometimes I'm not the most faithful person. I am trying to be. And I wasn't in this thing. I ran. I put the fig leaf on and ran away from integrity. And I am not proud of that. Okay. So
did you get butthurt, or like, why did that happen? Were you?
Oh yeah. I was hurt. Yeah. I was very hurt, with.
I shouldn't have said butthurt, but
that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care.
It's probably more than that. Butthurt is like.
No, it's like.
Deceived, maybe?
No, not at all. They're cowards too. And I understand it.
So what would you like them to do to not be cowardly? I'm just trying to understand what
they should have said was the remarks we do not agree with, and we do not like the way he said it. However, and this is the truth, he is the only person that has brought Black and Spanish people to events. He's the only one that went to a Black Muslim boxing camp with all Black people and brought them to the courthouse to get financing. He's the only one that, as a bail bondsman, there was a Black Muslim that wanted to see an imam that went and reached out to the prisoner, got an imam so that he could pray. Even though I don't agree with Islam coming over, I'm still a human being, and I treat people as a human beings. When they're in a time of need, I'll help, but I still think it should be a Christian nation.
Yeah.
I still have my principles and my beliefs. I'm the only one that invited and changed over Black and Hispanic people to the Republican Party. The only one that shows up is Martin. Okay, I won't say his last name, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what they say, a token. That's their token. They're not out there. I gave the leader of the Republican Party, introduced him to that guy that teaches the kids, gave them phone numbers to connect, to help him. She never called. So you're going to call me a racist? You better check yourself.
Did anybody call you racist?
Yes.
In the party?
Yes. I have it saved on my phone.
But was it like
it was
posted, or was it a text message? Or,
posted.
So it was public.
Yeah, it's public.
Somebody publicly called you.
Yeah, I did what they did to me. I actually took a photograph of it. I won't say his name.
Yeah.
But he's the leader of a district in Luzerne County. That's a personal problem with me.
I mean, that's what happens, man. You
is.
Give them the chum and they come at you.
Yeah, it is what it is. But
I don't think, look, for the record.
Oh, I know I'm not.
I just want to I don't think that you are that.
No.
And I don't think that
I hold everybody the same thing. I'm going to tell you right now. If there was 20 to 50 million Polacks, and I'm Polish, half Polish. Bobrovich is my birth name.
What's your birth name?
Bobrovich. Bobrowic.
That's your last name?
That was on my birth certificate. I never knew my dad. We went over this at the last
but you never said what your last name was.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. You never said it sounded like somebody was throwing drums down a staircase.
Yeah.
What? How do you say your last name? On your
Bobrovich.
Bobrovich.
Bobrovicz.
Bobrovich.
In American, it's Barbrowitz.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if there were 20 to 50 million Polacks coming over, Polish people coming over and speaking Polish and taking advantage of our welfare system and doing the same thing as people that speak Spanish, I would want them out of the country. It's not racial.
So even though like they're your kin, you won't give them a pass?
No.
Okay.
I'm American.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I want people.
I'm just trying to see where the boundary is.
No, there is. I'm not a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Okay. I like, even with and you met the one guy I mentored out of jail. I do a lot of mentorship.
Nice guy.
Great guy.
Yeah.
But after the mentorship, I parted ways with him for a while because he got a domestic abuse and he went back to jail.
Yeah.
I said, no, dude, that's not cool. You know, I'm not happy with you. When you're turning towards God and you're doing good stuff, I'll be there for you. You start going the other way,
I'm out. Yeah.
I would do that with my own daughter. My daughter is like, one of my daughters is a libertard. We talked the other day. We were talking about maybe the country needs to split up, and she goes, "Yeah." I go, "You know, you won't." I said, "You won't be wanted in where I live." She goes, "Yeah." I go, "You won't be wanted where I live." I said, "Well, once in a while, we'll have to meet in a mutual nation underneath it," and we joked about it. But our country's divided. But but
it's not like a north-south thing. It's like it's like a next door neighbor across the street neighbor division.
It is.
That's more dangerous than like, you know, the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah.
You know, because whatever happens, this is why I have the problem with the discourse in this country.
Yeah.
Is because it's not no one alive today has experienced the Civil War.
No.
And they think, and they joke about it, and they say things where I'm like, this is going to end up in a terrible place. And I don't want to see people I care about, Democrat, Republican, Independent, fascist, Nazi. I don't want to see them harmed, murdered, anything like that, because nobody who's stirring the pot understands.
I think
war.
everybody feels that. Most everybody feels that way, but it's inevitable because history repeats itself.
I think the difference right now is that the fact that we can all communicate ideas at the speed of light is a big deal that isn't something that existed at the time of the printing press.
That's good and bad.
But the problem is also you can disinform people and stir the pot and basically be like agent provocateur.
Look at what's going on with our inner Republican things. We're not going to mention names, but the AI stuff and the lies that are going out both ways. And
about like data centers?
No, about people that are running their primary.
The AI has something to do with.
Well, they're doing AI stuff, and it's all lies, and they're putting people's faces on stuff.
You don't know like what's the pictures and the videos and stuff like that. Yeah.
You don't know what's the truth. I mean, I would love to see where if it's AI generated, you have a disclaimer on the bottom. I mean,
satirically, I'm okay with that stuff. You know, as like a humorous.
But it's not humorous. It's hateful.
But hate is subjective. There are a lot of people that think that your post was hateful. Do you think your post was hateful?
No, it was anger. It was
anger. But it wasn't hateful.
It wasn't hateful.
Yeah. But we have to stop using these words like hateful. We don't know.
They throw it away. Racist, hateful.
Yeah, but the problem is we're trying to diagnose people.
Yeah.
And the truth is that we really don't know them as people. So we're trying to say like, oh, this person's this person's that. Like, do you know how many people were like, hey man, I didn't know that about TJ.
Yeah.
Like how you grew up and everything like that. Like there's a lot of, you can learn a lot about people and you can give them. Many times in my life have I met people who are like, oh, I'm like, they're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And then I talk to them. I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah. We've had this conversation.
They're not assholes.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
But if you don't want to be a hypocrite, you have to give others the same grace that you yourself would like to be afforded.
I agree.
Otherwise you end up being the fucking thing that you dislike.
You become part of the problem.
Yeah. And I don't want to be that.
What moving forward, like you just heard that stuff. And again, not being a hypocrite, if it was Polish people. So it wasn't.
I hear you.
It wasn't. Okay. I believe in America. So I think the terminology, and it's used very ugly, but you know, I would say
words are weapons. They're used to hurt you.
I know. And if you say something that if they get twisted, But so anyway.
Yeah, and that's what they assign a pejorative to you so that you will, it's the scarlet letter.
Yeah.
You don't have to wear the outfit. They're just saying it. And then in everybody's brains, they're like, oh, he's a racist. He's a xenophobe. He's transphobe. He's a homophobe. He's every fucking phobe. And what they don't realize is like a phobia is a fear.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of any of that stuff.
No.
I want everybody to be better, get along. I don't give a fuck.
What they're trying to say is you hate them because they're in a segment. And I don't.
They're prescribing. Yeah, they're prescribing to you that you are that you have hate in your heart, and they've never been in your heart.
No,
they don't understand your heart.
They you know what? But that's why I had a problem with everybody. What was virtual signaling? You know,
the right did it against you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. My own people did.
Yeah.
And what they should have did was said, hey, listen, they should have said, hey, listen, we don't agree with him. You know what? He was stupid. He was drunk. What he meant was he's frustrated about all XYZ, what I went over, and we condemn that. But we know TJ not to be a racist. That guy brings, like I said, boom, boom. And they could have said, boom, 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 and saved me.
Well,
yeah.
Well, now you're not a thorn in their side anymore.
Correct.
I told you they were waiting for their moment.
Correct. But do you think I'm going to still be a thorn in their side?
Well, I think that's your that's your SOP. That's you're a thorn in the side. That's what I have
since the beginning of time, since I was a kid, fought bullies. I remember in the 5th grade, there was a guy named Randy, and I won't say his last name. And he stuck his fingers up a girl's skirt, and the guy failed 2 or 3 times. And I defended the girl, and I got the crap beat out of me. But I didn't.
Because he was a sexual predator.
Well, he was a kid, but he was.
Doesn't matter.
It was hurting.
You should know not to do that.
Yeah, he was just hurting. He was being a bully.
Yeah.
If you looked on my Facebook since the beginning of Facebook, one of my quotes is from Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy. Okay, I love. Rosa Parks, okay? I believed in the civil rights movement. People should be treated equally.
Yeah.
You should be judged by what you do, not what, and I got,
the content of your character.
I get judged by my stupidity.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. But you sit back and the party had a chance. And the politicians had a chance, but they did the same thing as I did with my boss. I became a coward and I was worried and I lived in fear, and that's what they did. Now,
do you give them grace for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, not the person that wrote it. I know who wrote it. We won't say his name. Not the chairman that endorsed it. Okay. Not the person that called me a racist online. Okay. They need to, but the politicians that need to save this country. So we pass the
Save America.
Yeah. The SAVE Act. So maybe we get rid of filibuster and we save America and Trump doesn't get impeached. Yes, I'm giving them a pass. You're
giving them a pass because of what they can do?
Because...
Or are you giving them... Like, forget the fucking politics. Like, and this is just how I view it.
If it wasn't for politics, I don't know. I don't know if I'm that much of an adult. If I'm that much of an adult.
Okay. Takes a lot to say that.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm that much of an adult because I'm hurt. I'm angry. I'm really hurt for everything I did, for the toes I've lost, for the 20-some thousand I'm out, for the job I lost, for every time that they called on me, I was there and I got them volunteers and everything. And I just said, and there's more of my people from NEPA Republicans that are part of the party as committee people that do all the work. And for them to do what they did was not right.
Oh, so they turned on you too, the committee people?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I have a lot of people coming down to my office still wearing the NEPA shirts.
So you don't, so what you're saying is that if
But they're in a little fear.
What?
I had lunch with someone up here yesterday.
During a little fair? Fear.
Yeah. Like I showed you the video of a couple of my black friends. I got other people, and there's other people. But I found out that most white people, this is a racist comment, have more to lose, and they're in fear because they're afraid to have my back because somebody else. And we're so.
Oh, you're supporting a racist. Yeah. So you must be racist now. Yeah. It's weird how that works.
And that's because of,
Keep it close to the mic.
That's because we live in fear. And you know what? I don't believe that I believe that anything you put on Facebook, except for threats, imminent threats, real threats.
Like I'm going to come shit on your porch.
Or you're trying to get people to act in violence. Like, I believe that if teachers and counselors should be subject to what they put on Facebook.
What do you mean? How do we jump to teachers and counselors?
Because I think everybody no one should be fired because of what they put on Facebook. Unless you could be charged with the crime.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I wish that was the world we lived in. Because like up until social media, the only way anybody would know how we thought is if we had a conversation.
Yeah.
And you can't like, what's the word? You can't like pollinate everyone's head, just by having a conversation with one person. The problem with social media is like you throw it out there and everybody gets, and the algorithm is rage based.
It is.
So everybody who's looking at their phones going like, all these assholes keep coming across me all the time. It's like, well, all the assholes keep coming across you because you're clicking on it or you're watching it or you're engaging.
And that's part of what happened on the Super Bowl. Because I kept on going to the Kid Rock event, this, and I'm like, who are they? And it escalated.
I don't want to belabor the fucking Super Bowl thing. I just wanted you to say, I'm not here to fucking Chinese, what's that torture called?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not here to do that.
The Kumo Sutra?
No, what do you call it? My buddy once said, he goes, "What's that sex book? That Carmel Sutro?" What's it? It's the Chinese like public humiliation thing. Like I'm not looking to do that to you.
No,
I want you to explain yourself because I know like what you meant, I know that it wasn't coming from a place of hate. It was coming from a place of frustration, and you know, if there's no
and politics.
Look, I always equate it this way. If I have a really good friend who's from the Congo, the DRC, right? I love.
We've talked about him before.
Yeah. And him and I have had the conversations. He's like, if a bunch of white people showed up to the DRC and started taking all of our benefits and living for rent free in like these places that are paid by our government, he's like the same frustrations.
Yeah. You
wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Americans and the Congolese. He's like, but nobody wants to come to my country. He's like, 'cause we're always fighting.
Right.
You have to be able to objectively look at it. Robert Kennedy one day, I heard him say that like Robert Kennedy Jr. is like when he was growing up, the family would have debates at the dinner table as like an exercise to be, pragmatic and intelligent and empathetic. Where, RFK would say, okay, you're going to take the position of X and you're going to take the position of Y. You need to argue your points and try to get the point across. And a lot of times it was things that they didn't agree with.
Right.
So now you're having to take the position of something that you don't agree with, not because you want to defend the thing that you don't agree with, because you want to understand the person who is defending the thing that you don't agree with. And to understand that, you can now have empathy for them instead of hatred.
Yeah.
You go, okay, I get it. Like, I get why you think that way.
Yeah.
I think there's a better way to think, but I get it.
Yeah.
It totally makes sense to me that you're thinking that way.
We'll take this to the immigration. I get why you would want to come here and make your life better for yourselves.
Well, I get why people don't want to harm other people.
I blame our government. That's what we talked about. It's not the 14th Amendment becoming a citizen that's a problem. It's the visas. It's the education. Remember we talked on the phone? It's the H1, the H1.
Oh, the H1B visas, yeah.
And that's what's killing us. And you know who I blame?
The government?
our politicians.
It's not the government. It's not just the government.
We need to write laws and enforce them, and instead of
the laws are already fucking there.
Nobody's
enforcing shit.
We have to enforce them.
Yeah, so why are we writing new laws to enforce the old laws that no one's enforcing?
Yeah.
That's like, this is how far down.
If they did that, we wouldn't be frustrated.
They're already there.
They're trying to through ICE, and then we have an issue.
Yeah, but ICE was never like, this is ICE is always, you and I are agreeing on this, but the laws are already there. Why are we writing new laws? Why do we need to reform a thing that's already been formed and it's fine? Like, don't come into the country illegally. That's it.
Here's the difference.
I can't do that in Cambodia. I can't do that in the Congo.
We're hemorrhaging so much in illegal immigration and migration because when they come here, they take advantage. I don't mind legal immigration. We need to make a law. When you come to our country, you cannot get any social benefit. Your children may, because they're citizens.
It's supposed to be a hand up, not a handout. So if you're coming here to better your life,
what's happening?
Look, I get it, man.
Turn the faucet off.
I get it. There's an argument for that.
We do not need anyone from any
No, we don't need more. The party's full. The house party's full.
Yeah. The tub is full. And
we got to get rid of some people.
You know, and we just shut it all off.
Not through violence.
No.
Just be like, closing time.
No, we'll give them a first class ticket.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
We'll give them steak and lobster on the way home. Okay.
I hear you.
And $10,000, please. Cause it's worth it. Cause we lose 50 grand per person.
I mean, look, the thing about Americans is the Americans do care. I think historically in our DNA, we care. Because
most of us are Christians.
Sure.
And that we're losing that too.
Not now. It's coming back, baby.
I hope so.
Yeah, all the stats are saying, like, especially this generation, the next generation, they jumped from like 20% went to church to now it's like 62. It's crazy.
My God,
yeah, they're jumping.
Awesome. That's a revival. That's what we need.
Look, American is founded on Christian values. I get it. I think it's ingrained in our DNA to try to help people, but we can't help the world. Yeah. We're only 300 and some million people, and there's 7-8 billion people in the world. It's a math issue. You can't do it.
I agree.
And if America is the shining city on the hill, don't fucking let it dim. And we're letting it dim.
100%.
We're trying to, this globalist shit where we're trying to turn our country into every other fucking country that, I'm sorry, conformity is a form of authoritarianism.
Now, if I want to say it this way, I'm going to say,
let's practice. Let's see how you can say, let's see how you can practice so you don't get canceled.
Well, I would normally say, I don't give a fuck about anybody else except for Americans or any other country. I don't. That's what I normally would say. But I'm going to rephrase that. I care about every human life on this planet.
Sure.
Okay. However, we should be worried about our own problems. And until we fix our own, we should stay out of everybody else's.
So my buddy calls like all these problems.
How is that for changing the wording?
Well, it's not bad. So my buddy calls it, I think I've told you this, it's a fractal problem, right? So like the same shapes exist all the way up at the leaders of the world, all the way down to your home, right? So like it's like a Mad Lib, right? So it's like how you deal with conflict, blah, blah, blah. And I always equated it to, it's like if you have a house in a neighborhood and your family's in that house and you take care of your house and you're a good neighbor, you don't allow all the other neighbors to come fucking wreck your house.
No.
And no one would open their doors to be like, hey, I mean, if there's a house fire, sure, you'd open your doors and you'd be a kind person, but it's not like, come on, whatever.
But you don't get to stay forever.
And I'm not paying for your lunch.
Right.
And if you can reduce it to that, which is basically what it is.
Correct.
Then you could understand it. So if you wouldn't do it in your own home,
then why you ask somebody else?
Why are you asking everybody else to do it?
Yeah.
And that's a weird sort of insanity that, like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it, but they're insane.
Yeah.
Anybody who thinks that. The best example was when, I think it was Ron DeSantis shipped all the illegal immigrants up to Martha's Vineyard. They were gone they were out of there faster than if they went to a point of entry.
Right. Exactly.
And all the white rich people are like, it was so nice to see you. And you're like, what the fuck?
Are you the maids in the lawn can't
You're the ones who are advocating for this and calling anybody who's against it a racist or a xenophobe. Yet you would not let them come to your community.
I'm going to tell you who doesn't want to get rid of the migrants. You want to know who?
Sure.
Wall Street.
Why?
20 to 50 billion people are consumers.
Wait, not 20 to 50 billion. That's a
million. I apologize. Million. Freudian slip. 20 plus million. If we get rid of them, that's 20 million Big Macs we don't sell. That's 20 million Nike sneakers.
Those fucking people aren't eating Big Macs.
No,
they come from
it doesn't matter. That's an example.
No, but talk to them. You know what they say? Because I talk to people.
Yeah.
I talk to strange people.
Yeah.
People who like normies won't talk to them.
Yeah.
They won't eat American food. They think it's poison.
Groceries.
So the Wall Street ain't gonna get rid of. Sure, I get it.
Nike.
Wall Street.
They do buy shirts. They
It's
do
not
buy
Wall Street.
stuff.
It's the fucking banks. It's the banks and the political. Like these people are honestly.
Yeah.
It might not be the intention, and they might say that that's not the reason.
Yeah.
But all these illegal immigrants who are coming in here.
Yeah.
They're voting one way. You're replacing voters.
Right.
That's what's happening.
Well, and I'm going to tell you right now. This is what I always
like. It pisses me off that they're pawns.
I want to ask you a question.
I hope I can answer it honestly.
Oh, you can. Let's say every person that's here illegal in California, because everybody always brings up to pick the strawberries. Who's going to pick the strawberries? We'll use that as an example.
How do they pick the strawberries in Latvia?
No. Hold on. I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
We're going to go down this rabbit hole and we're going to score a touchdown. Okay. Number one, let's say South America, all their countries, somehow aliens from another planet come down and they have all their resources. They have better living in South America. Every one of them.
The aliens do.
No. They give it to South America.
Oh, the aliens give them
now all of
happiness.
a sudden the guy that's picking the strawberries goes, you know what? I could go back to my country and have a better life and not pick strawberries. He's going to move back to his country, correct?
Yeah.
You agree with that?
I mean, if you're smart, yeah.
Okay. They're smart enough to get here. So what would happen to that strawberry farm since they have nobody to pick strawberries?
I hope the aliens would give us their technology.
Let's pretend the aliens don't like us. They don't understand. But let's say the aliens leave. Now all of a sudden
the farm has to find a way to pay people to pick the strawberries.
Okay. So what's going to happen?
They
are going to look
now
for
hiring.
labor. Yeah. And then they're going to put an ad in the paper for $10. Nobody shows. Then what?
Well, then they have to raise the price.
Oh my God. And if they raise the price to the fair market value and maybe they get $25 an hour, will that take people off of unemployment?
Probably. Some of them.
Would that help their self-esteem instead of being lazy couch potatoes? Less suicides, maybe?
Yeah, I hear you.
Wouldn't that be
Are those strawberries sprayed with glyphosate though? We don't know.
No, I'm just saying.
I know
What I'm saying is that now the leftists that are saying, oh, it's humanitarian and they're against big business. Well, I hate to tell you, most farms are big business,
which we need to stop.
I'm
with you.
We're in reality. So now these pricks, these capitalist farmers that are taking over, now all of a sudden they pay a fair wage. Now they're not making 10 million or 20 million or 30 million a year. They're making less because they have to pay labor.
Yeah.
Do you care if they make 10 million instead of 30? I don't. I would rather them hire American people, pay an American wage, so we keep the American dollar here. So anybody that says we need that labor, it's a lie. We have the resources.
That's actually kind of racist to say that we need that labor.
It is. But the thing of it is
that's like the argument they made in the South.
I said this. I interviewed with another person 6 months ago. We have enough intelligent Black, Spanish, Asian, white, Indian people that are Americans. We don't need to have anybody from any other country. Or are you calling Americans stupid?
I mean, there are those that are willing to say that.
There's enough that are smart. There's enough of them that we could pick strawberries, and it's a start. It's better than giving them social
young
programs
kids out of high
for
school.
life, social programs for generations.
Yeah.
People
that's all real.
So that's my point. So when that's why I say the Democrats and the Republicans leaders that are in a bed together for Wall Street and the banks and everything. It's way up here. And we're here like the little cat with the light.
So why do you feed into it? Like, why would I feed into it? Like these big issues, these issues. The problem is
because the answer is this. The answer is stop migration, promote American goods and American labor.
You're never going to fix that until you fix the corruption that you're just talking about. There's no control. Like
I know that, but as a Christian, I have to fight the good fight.
No, I hear you.
I know it's a losing battle.
I hear you.
But what do I want to do?
We all recognize that this is the problem with.
Hey, I lost my job.
Yeah, but the left and the.
What else am I going to do?
Yeah, but the left and the right now, like what would be considered the far left and the far right, are all complaining about the same shit.
Isn't it funny? There was a Fox News report. I have it. I'll show it to you. And they were saying about AI. And I know I'm going off topic, but the topic is they're in bed together. Is that they're saying that the left is fear-mongering AI. That it's actually really good for America. I'll send it to you.
That's propaganda.
But what I'm saying is, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then, so we, and we need, and AI is here to stay. They're going to build AI places, whether we like it. Where is a different story. It's like prisons. I want a prison, but not in my backyard. I want my cell phone, but not in my backyard.
I don't want any of it.
I know. I would like to go back to the army. I said that to my best friend. And I told her, I said to her, you know what? Did you ever notice there's very little crime in the Amish community?
Or illness.
Yeah. I said,
they're doing something right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why aren't we doing something like that?
We have free will. We have the choice. We can go.
We could go.
Yeah.
But why don't we?
Fear. It's all fear. So you're afraid too.
Every day.
Stop not talking into the microphone.
Every day.
You're afraid every day.
Yes.
Of? I'm sure a multitude of things.
Multitude of things. Right now, it's like I have enough money to last to the end of next month.
Wouldn't that be the argument for the strawberry farmer to not raise his wages so that he can have enough money to survive something?
No, you don't
think so?
No, because what's going to happen is I've been putting my resume out there, but
No, I'm talking about the strawberry farmer in your analogy, because you're like, oh, you can raise wages. But
raise wages.
But then when you raise wages, you cut into the profit, which is the rainy day stuff.
Yeah, and then what's going to happen next?
Farm will probably collapse.
No, they're going to raise the price of strawberries because
and then no one can afford them.
The rich will afford them.
Yeah, but you and I won't.
No, but that's life. I can't afford a jet plane.
Yeah, but we all used to be able to afford like good beef, good chicken, good strawberries.
If we get back to where we are letting the free hand, John Adams, just let the market set itself. It'll work itself out. Maybe not the way you want it. Maybe we won't get strawberries.
Yeah, there's too much corruption.
But maybe we'll get back to having 2 vacations a year.
I would love that. I would love for every American to have that.
Yeah, I would.
Regardless of who they pray to or what color their skin is. I would love for them all to have that.
Me too.
But we've allowed this thing. Like, my problem is like, everything has a source, or at least some sort of inflection point for things to go bad. And I think that those things happened a long time ago. And just like you were talking about, like, we need to legislate the immigration crisis. It's like, no, we just why are we writing new laws to protect the law? But so my point is,
you're right. Enforce the ones we have.
Yeah.
But I want to get rid of the ones we have and not have any until we. But that's not going to happen.
Yeah, but now we're in this like spider web of retardedness. And the truth is that, like, what you were just talking about
can I be the head retard?
I think you are.
That's it. NEPA Republicans is not the chairman.
Head retard.
Head retard. Right here.
I think
I am for keep on trying and getting beat up every time.
Well, I mean, you're tenacious, definitely.
I ain't quitting.
I know. They should know that. Yeah. But you got to build bridges, bro. You have to.
I know.
And you got to let some things go.
I know.
It's the only way you grow. You forgive, don't forget, be cautious for next time.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, it's not necessarily that, but there's other things. Yeah.
What moving forward, What I'm going to do is I'm no longer going to serve the politicians that are Republicans. I'm no longer, NEPA Republicans is no longer going to ask for people's voter registrations, ask people to get involved, to door knock, to do that. I am most likely, and you're going to hear it first.
Okay.
Okay.
Frank broke news last week too that he's going to run for GOP chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm telling you first. And I'm like,
Okay.
I don't know if I'm the place that you should do that.
I've told you a long time ago that you're the guy that can help. I said that many times.
I know.
Okay. You don't know the power that you can have, and you're the guy to have it.
If you say so, I don't see it, but
I'm the head retard.
Yeah, so I should really discount.
So what we're going to do is we're going to switch it to NEPA Americans. I already bought the .com, and we are going to focus on immigration, and we are going to, I'm going to go into the Spanish community, and I'm going to have conversations with them. And I'm going to have, and we're going to get, and we're going to have, we're going to try to, have a multicultural, Democrats, libertarians. I would like to have people that,
and Republicans,
of course.
Yeah.
Everybody. It's going to be all inclusive where we want to.
Oh, TJ's now in it. Did you go so far around that you came to the left now?
No,
no, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't like inclusivity.
It's a noble mission.
I don't like DEI for the sake of DEI.
No, I'm just they've ruined that word. So every time I hear it, my hair goes up, and I'm like, oh no.
Listen,
inclusive.
You know what? Even in prison, I've had, like, you're supposed to stay with your own kind of prison. I've told you this.
That's for protection.
Yeah, I've had black cellies where I was friends with them, and I got a lot of shit from them. Fuck them. You know what? I don't look at people with colors of skin. I had a Cuban. I had, I forget his name, but Eddie Acevedo. I could say his name because it's been 30 years. Was my cellie best friend.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember one time when I went down, I was part of the work strike, and they shipped me to Texarkana, and I was in the hall, and I got out of the hall, and
wait, you were doing a prison work strike?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know anybody was capable of that.
Yeah,
I didn't know prison allowed that.
No, they don't. That's why they shackled me, put me on a bus. I went to Atlanta Penitentiary, got shipped to El Reno, where Oklahoma or whatever, and then they shipped me to Texarkana. Beat the hell up. And when I got out, I sat with the people that came from the prison I was in. And it was a black guy and an Irish guy. And we sat at the lunch, and this big black guy comes over and looks me right in the eye. He goes, "Hey man," he had the deep voice and everything.
Yeah.
"Hey man, you're sitting in the wrong fucking seat." And I look at him, I go, I gotta get into a fight day one.
Yeah.
And I go, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Man, look around." And I'm looking around. I don't see it. I go, "What?" He goes, "This is the black side." Me and my Irish buddy were the only two white guys on the black side. I didn't see race.
Yeah.
And there was a line in the middle. All the white and Mexican were on one side, and all the blacks were on the other. And I was in fear then. I wanted to stand up and say, and I said, "Ray," his name was Ray, the black kid. And he goes, he's out of Philly. And he goes, "Just move. I'll see you on the compound." I said, "All right, man." And I felt like a coward then because I wanted to stand up that's my friend.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be like that. You know, people are always going to condemn. I know who I am. I know. I taught English as a second language down there. That's how I know a little bit of Spanish. Because I didn't like Spanish people coming here and changing the culture. So I tried to make a difference. That's how I learned. I sat at a table with the Spanish guy. Neither one, he didn't know English. So I went, and this is Zapata. Camisa. That's how I learned Spanish. I would go shirt, and he would go camisa. That's how I learned. And then it started to talk a little bit. And that was it. I've lost a lot of it. It's been 15 years since I've been in Texarkana. So that's what NEPA Americans wants to do. I want to address an issue, problem, and try to figure out a solution for it. And I want to have Americans involved in this. Now, it's not like I don't want any illegals. Okay. I'll talk to them.
I don't think they'd come.
They will, because actually I have a couple of illegal friends.
You think the illegal immigrants will come to your NEPA Americans group?
Maybe not, because they're in fear. But I have a couple friends that are illegals.
Okay.
And we've had these conversations where if he goes, will you deport me? I go, in a fucking second. I didn't call on them.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn you in, but
if honestly, I would deport my family because I love America that much. I love America. Now, I don't have to close ties with my family like some people.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have that bond because I've been alone pretty much. So everybody's different. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's okay. But I'm just saying, NEPA Americans is going to be, we're going to ask the politicians, what are you doing? What have you done? And what are you going to do to stop and enforce the laws of migration and have everybody re-migrate? What are you going to do so you could take those dollars, saving those billions and billions of dollars, and give it to people in need, the elderly? Maybe we could lower Social Security, because if we stop giving to illegals, we can have Social Security at 60.
They've robbed our Social Security. I don't even know if it's going to be there.
But what I'm saying is, if we start hemorrhaging so much money, we can redistribute it to Americans.
I hear what you're saying. It's not like redistributed. It's like stop.
No, it is redistributed,
but it's not, because it's all fraud. Like that, like the term waste, fraud, and abuse.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of that happening. The illegal immigrants are doing it. The NGOs are doing it. Government agencies are doing it.
Hold on.
Municipalities are doing it.
That will be what we're going to do, is focus on one or two policies until we fix it. Because that's what they have too. They have us immigration, SAVE Act. They're talking about the LGBT community. They're talking about, taxes. They're talking, import on taxes. What is it called?
Tariffs.
We're talking about Iran. We're talking about abortions. We're talking about this. They're putting so many problems. We can't.
That's on purpose.
I know, because we can't. So NEPA Americans is going to focus on immigration reform, whatever you want to call it. We're going to and election integrity, and also the census not counting illegals. That's it. That's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus Americans for Americans.
So you're rebranding,
refocusing. Instead of First Amendment, Second Amendment, parental rights, border security, election integrity, all important. We're going to laser focus on getting our election system correct, our immigration system correct, and our census. That's it. So when we go,
so to get like legal immigrants to vote,
well, what I could do is, there's a lot of Democrats that will believe in that. So if I get Democrats, Independents, and Republicans, black, white, and Spanish together as a voting bloc, and say, no, listen, don't distract me with Black Lives Matters or DEI. You're not going to separate this group. This group, we are going to vote, whether you're Democrat, Independent, or Republican, on these. And if you don't do something to save our country, fuck you.
But what can they do? I mean, not the group, but like the politicians. Like, what can they do?
They can have.
Is it local, state, federal, all?
Everything.
What if that issue isn't in their purview? Like, I'll give you for instance, right? So like the data centers are a big issue up here, right?
Yeah, but that's not in our purview.
I understand that. But there are things that like local politicians have no control over with that.
Correct.
And I just think the illegal immigration thing is a lot of them don't have control over the purview of it.
Exactly. Like we argue, and we're not going to bring up the name. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're not.
There's a couple names. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
The one that we usually fight over. Okay, we're not going to.
I still think you're wrong.
I know that. I know. But you know what? Actually, what he's doing, even though he can't help, he is bringing attention to it, and that's good. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Because I don't want to get into that. Okay.
No. But like, I just brought it up just to say like some things that are like big issues that they don't have any control over.
But just like LeBron James, just like the singers, like what's the white girl that sings? That's a billionaire, not a billionaire.
Fergie? I don't know.
No, the one that's that goes to
Beyonce?
the Super Bowl. No, the white girl.
I don't know. What white girl?
The one that's a billionaire from Pennsylvania.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Yeah. She uses her platform.
I can't believe I fucking knew that.
You're so gay.
I'm so gay.
I have a gay friend. No, just kidding.
I am gay.
I'm happy too.
Yeah.
The anal beads.
It just helps you with your posture. That's what they're for.
That's what I say.
They're posture beads. I call them posture beads. It kind of lets you.
But they could use their platform. So if we go to them,
so you're just gonna have you can use it as a platform.
Use that as a platform. We could have a bus. Okay, we could sponsor. Like, let's say there's something that's federal, but yet we have 4 of our state reps that are Republican out of the 6 in our area. We can all get together. They can all pitch in, have a bus, and help the federal. We got to work as a team for these. Have events. If you help us, whether you can vote or not, we'll start door knocking for you. We'll start helping you if you help us. And that's what it really comes down to, politics. That's what it is. Everybody's what's in it for me. And I forgot that. I always thought what's in it for the country, but most people don't give a shit. Most people, what's in it for me? And what I'm going to do with this group is we're going to, if the people that believe that this is the most important part, let's vote that way. Let's unite and get X amount of votes that we could flip an election. And then as soon as we could do that, that's when we have power.
So, I mean, is the ultimate goal to have some sort of power though?
No, the ultimate goal is to help.
Like to correct it.
Correct that
so
issue.
Have you talked to people already about this?
Yes.
And are they in?
Yes.
Black, white, Hispanic,
Yes.
Asian?
Black, Spanish, I haven't. The problem with Spanish is you
need Google Translate?
No, I'll
because you said fuck them. Is that why? Is that why the Hispanics
no,
won't talk to you?
I'm not. No, I'm not.
No, I'm
worried
just fucking
about
with you.
that.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
I'm not worried about that at all. There's one thing about me that once I get in there and I tell them what I believe in and I love everybody, just like I hate the sin, love the sinner.
Yeah.
Love the illegal immigrant, hate the illegal part of the migrant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not, I don't hate
it's
them.
Unsustainable.
I hate the system.
It's unsustainable. And the people coming from the countries that are coming here that are here illegally, if we went to their countries illegally, the first thing they would be like is get the fuck out.
You racist.
It's just real. It's not like
I know.
Racism isn't real either. No. Prejudice is.
Yeah.
Racism isn't real.
I remember in prison, I used to love, I played sports. I used to be a very good athlete and I used to love to play basketball. I was never good in high school, but when I went to prison, I played every day. I got good. But I was one of, most white people were unfair and wouldn't play with the black guys.
Most white people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because most black people that are in prison don't like white people. Most white cops are the white cops.
But do you think it's because they have a fear?
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, but I don't think. I always thought that fear wasn't grounded in reality.
It's in their reality. It is, because here's the thing: most of their experience in the ghetto with white people
is not good.
It's not good. It's the cops,
the
cops. You know what I mean? So I get it, and that's where I broke that down. When I was with them, they're like, I can't believe you went to jail. I go, yeah, they send them white. I'm token white guy that went to jail. I said, cause I was poor. I said, that's what it really comes down to.
That's the issue, TJ.
But that's why I could go into the Spanish community. I could go into with illegals and tell them I love them. I just don't agree with them.
Yeah.
What's the answer? And I could say, yes, you want to be here and take all this stuff for free? I want you out of here. What's the answer?
I mean, the incentives on illegal immigration for everybody making all that money is crazy. This is why I'm against illegal immigration, because because at the end of the day, it's people making money off of the trafficking of human suffering, and it just fucking. Yeah. I think it's evil.
It's our government is the monster, and it's not Democrat.
Well,
it's
if
not
you
Republican.
accept what you allow, and it's all of them.
It's an avalanche. And,
but
and you and I are here with the avalanche. But you know what?
I don't know. Like
someone has to do it.
Like the Harry Potter magic wand would be like, all right, send everybody back, come in the right way. And like I talked to my wife's a legal immigrant.
Yeah.
Do you know what legal immigrants really dislike? Illegal immigrants. And no one's getting their perspective on anything. And if they do, they're like, well, you're xenophobic too. It's like, motherfucker, I'm from Guatemala.
It's like the race card. It's just
yeah.
So
when everyone is it, then no one is it.
Yeah. The one of the black guys, did you watch the 15-minute or
I'm not watching 15 minutes of people proving that you're not racist. I already believe that.
No, but one of the thing was his wife's Polish. That's why I brought it up.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's why I wanted
That's so interesting.
See it. Because I figured you would, because his wife is Polish. I was the
guy in the middle or the guy on the right?
On the right.
The bigger guy.
Yeah, that's why I want you to watch that.
Okay.
Because there was, you know what I mean? And he now has she has dual citizenship. The kids have dual citizenship, and he's going to try to get.
Yo, you know what the crazy thing is you think of one of the only places in the world that is incredibly staunch on their illegal immigration, Poland.
I love it. And I think it's Bulgaria or Belgium. Like they will not let, and they will not let Muslims in the country. They will not let it. And it's, you know what?
It's not conducive to Western culture.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's an oppressive religion. There are good people in it. There's some good things about it.
Like I said before, Christians, you have, Baptists, you have Catholics.
Do you know how many different sects, sects of Christianity there is?
Probably 100.
This will blow your mind. 64,000. There are 64,000 different versions of Christianity.
We should start our own religion, so everything we could say it's religious backed.
I have that. I was thinking about that. It's called the Church of Truth. I did a logo and everything.
Okay, we're stopping NEPA. Americans.
We're doing the Church of Truth.
Church of Truth.
It's true. It's crazy, like how you can get away with shit just by being like, I'm going to start this church.
It's a loophole. It's like immigration. Everything's a freaking loophole. We come up with laws.
Yeah, once there's a loophole, people will take advantage of it.
And then someone takes advantage of it.
Yeah.
We got to figure it out. And as a country, we got to stop. But anyway, yeah, that's what led up to it. That's why I said, and I kind of became a pussy because I was afraid of my job and I didn't double down. And now I'm double down. You know what? You don't like what I said. I don't care. I know what I meant. I know who I am. And if you don't like me, I don't care. I mean, I care, but you know what? I'm over it. I'm over it.
Will you, can
what?
Will you text me before you think of doing anything like that again?
That's another thing. I think we should start what we need to do is anybody that's in politics has to have a third party approve of a Facebook post before it gets posted.
No, I think you just got to trust somebody. Somebody who's like, maybe it's not. You play the if then game. If I do this, then what?
But you know what? I kind of like I did it. I honestly, I
think part of it was like you were looking to blow something up.
I was frustrated.
A bit masochistic.
No, not at all. The thing of it is I want to be me. I want to be me. Just like a gay person comes out of the closet and he wants to be him, good for him.
Yeah.
Why can't I be me? Why can't I be me?
Well, what'd you say before? Hate the sin, but love the sinner?
Yes.
That's how I looked at it, what you did. I don't think it was a sin because I don't think it was coming from a bad place.
No. It was if you put it all in place.
I think privately, if there was a lot of people that saw that, I think privately, if you were in their head, they were like, yeah, I don't really see a problem with that.
No.
A lot of people would say that.
Many people said that. They go, I know what you meant. Will you put it on video? Nope.
I mean, that's true.
I know.
I mean, that's true.
That's what we come to.
Because they don't want it.
Honestly, if we had to storm the beaches of Normandy, people would piss their pants and go up to Canada.
I mean, one of the problems with today is like there's...
And I'm one of them. I just wish I wasn't.
Yeah,
I think I'm stronger than most, and I'm willing to sacrifice more than most. There's a book. it's called Jesus Freaks. It's this big. And I used to bring it in when I did interviews in jail. And when people say they were this or that, they had sections of the Bible quotes that I would read to them. I say, hey man, just while you're in jail, look at this, you need whatever. And the prelude to it was there was in communist China, they had a Bible, and you weren't allowed to have a Bible in China.
Yeah. Mao's China.
And they were reading the Bible, and the Communist Party came in and they said, either you spit on the Bible and we'll let you live, go out the door, or we're going to kill you. And this gets me choked up a lot. I don't know. And people spit, and it was a 13-year-old girl that wiped the spit away with her hair, and they shot her. I don't know if it's true. It's folklore. I always pray God that I would have that courage for him and for what my beliefs are. And I don't. I fled in fear. I said nothing wrong. I said nothing racist. I said nothing hateful. But because people said it, I ran. And be careful what you ask from God, because he gives you the opportunity to have it. And I do want to be like that girl. I do want to have faith like Daniel. I do. I don't. And it's hard to say that because I want to be machismo. I want to be the alpha male. I want to be the person that doesn't give a fuck about anything. But apparently, I denied Christ 3 times. Peter did it 3. I probably would have did it 5.
You think you denied? You think it's
No,
that?
no.
You think that's tantamount to what you?
No,
is that how
no,
you? Is,
no, it's a
You're
different
not beating
level.
yourself up over this, are you?
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, and I feel, I'm glad I lost my job in a way. I wish I could have it back because I did a lot of good. I did a lot of good. And if you look at the reviews, most of them are Black and Spanish. I was there for their time of need for their time of need. Okay?
Yeah.
Google it. And then, or go to the reviews for the bail company. But I don't have to get up every day worried about if I'm going to say something wrong and it's going to be plastered on a review, or it's going to be, I'm already condemned. What are you going to do to me? It feels free. I feel free right now. Now, that doesn't mean I want to disrespect people or turn into a bad person, but now I could have this interview with you. And I'm finally to a point where it's like I had to get my unemployment right. I have penny health insurance from the state. I'm not proud of it. I want to get off it. So if anybody's out there that needs a good salesman that's not living in fear, give me a call. But that's it. You know what I mean? So I really, hopefully the next time that I have a chance to have my own self-integrity, I don't cower and run around, put my tail between my leg and piss my pants. Because that's what I did.
You think you did that?
Oh, I know I did it. It's hard. It's hard. It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah, but after all you've been through, that was scary.
Yeah, because it's not just that. It's who's gonna go after my family or my loved ones, or you know what I mean. I was more worried about them and the politicians that I love dearly. You know what I mean. You know who I care about, and even the guy that I argue with you, I care about him.
I hope so.
I do. I love him dearly.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
I do.
not an enemy.
Nope.
Not biblically, at least.
No. It just shit happened, and it'll work itself out when the right time. Maybe after this, after the primary.
Maybe.
I'm hoping. After the primary, win, lose, or draw, I'll reach out.
Okay. I think that would be good.
Yeah. Because honestly, there's a lot of good things no matter who wins. It's a win-win for me and society, believe it or not. And honestly, that's with the other two. That's with,
I don't have a dog in the hunt.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't want to be. I want.
You know where I stand, but I don't have a dog in it. At the end of the day, I can't vote for anybody.
I am not. I do not want to get involved with primaries anymore after this one. It's the Hatfields and McCoys, and it's not good.
Yeah, but you can't.
I'm focusing on
explain it
immigration.
this way.
I think I'll be healthier if I focus on immigration.
Yeah, it's gonna creep in though. You know what I mean? So like you have
well,
to.
then I'll text you and get the call from you and you say,
should I post this? I'm like, no. No, there's a different way to do this. I think it's up to us. I think it's like, I was doing campaigns like a couple of years ago, and it was like there was a Republican primary. I liked both the people.
Yeah.
And it was like, fuck him, fuck that. Like the people who are like behind the scenes. And I'm like, what are you guys doing?
I remember
what is
you
this?
were so engaged and so happy. I met your dog. Remember up there? And you were
when was this?
Last year.
No, I'm talking about years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Cause that was one of the things, like when I went to Republican, I'm like, guys, like you guys are supposed to believe in the whole, like anybody can run. Nobody's your enemy, you know, shit like that. Like
Ronald Reagan,
Reddit. Yeah.
Reagan,
I'm like, what the fuck is
commandment.
happening? Like, what is this?
We're worse than the Democrats.
Yeah. In some respects.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. In some respects. Sure.
And that's why we need better leadership.
It's the same thing. It's the inverse. It's the equal and opposite of whatever the inverse. Like, so if the criticisms that the right has on the Democrats, it exists in the Republicans.
Yeah. By the way, you have to criticize me.
Why?
Because you said you were going to be critical of what I said and everything, but you really didn't.
I just think it was. Look, people get emotional. You know.
Yeah.
And in that moment, like, you know, yeah, would I have done it? Probably not. But back in my drinking days, probably. You know what I mean? But there was no consequences for shit like that. There was no cancel culture in 2000. Like what? I quit drinking in 2010. There wasn't a lot of fucking social media. There wasn't a lot. Like my life would have been very different if everything was recorded and cataloged and tagged and all this shit. Like I
am so glad there wasn't video back when I was.
Yeah, but like we all play into it. It's so fucking dumb. Yeah. It's so dumb to like think that reality is some sort of app on a phone that like the most retarded of people pay attention to.
Yeah. And
if you let Instagram, Facebook, any of that, like I get shit for my post, but like people don't understand that like what I'm posting is I'm criticizing a thing that I want you to correct. I'm not saying like I did a post.
How can anybody criticize you? Because you're eclectic.
I don't know what that means in your sense of it.
You have everything. You had the girl that's running as a liberal Democrat. What's her name?
Fern. Yeah, I like Fern a lot.
I like Fern too.
Yeah.
You know, but to say that, some of my people are like, "Oh, no, she's not." I don't agree with her ideology.
Yeah, but that's
okay.
But that's what it's supposed to be.
So why would people? You have a platform here for anybody that wants the platform.
It's mostly the reason I mostly have Republicans is because they're the only ones that are willing to talk. The Democrats really aren't.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if that's fear. I don't know if that, because what they're afraid of is like, they're afraid of, oh my God, what if I say the wrong thing? And I grew up on Mr. Rogers. It's like, so what?
So what?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to clip it. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Fuck those people that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might lose an election or you might lose something, but like the popularity contest, it's always who has the better advertising in the popularity contest. And my whole thought on like the politicians is that, look, there are a few very good politicians on the right and the left that I really like. And at the end of the day, the rest of them, the ones that aren't good, are they did the prom king and queen, and then they got elected, and then they brought the cool kids table who doesn't know shit about shit to run everything, to be the bureaucracy.
You're TJ.
I don't know what that means.
That's what I've been preaching.
What?
That's the problem the party has with me. Because
you're not at the cool kids table?
Because they use us to get elected, and here's the problem with the Republican
human nature doesn't change.
This is what the problem with our party. Our party goes after the people that are either multimillionaires and can fund their own campaign,
Because they don't fundraise or they're not good at it.
Or they've been a junior Republican Party person and grew up through the things.
A good little soldier.
A good little soldier.
Yeah.
And that'll vote and it's all about big business or local business.
I think the guy that lives in the basement apartment should be able to run.
I do too. That's my problem. And that's the problem they have with me. I keep on saying that the party, the state chairman, the national chairman, the county chairman, the district chairs, what we have is, and I've laid it out, where we could get out the vote with nominal dollars, but we're too lazy. And
sweat equity.
Yes, and we could go over this because it's. We'll go have lunch and I'll go over it with you.
I'm not hungry. I got to go do a shoot after this.
Oh, you suck.
I know I do.
I come up here and I enjoy our conversations. I get to see the wife, your wife.
Is she working today? Yeah, she's working today.
Oh, dude.
Wait. What day's today?
Can't we have a quick soup or something?
What day's today? Oh yeah, she's working today.
Can we have a quick soup?
Maybe.
Let's cancel this right now.
I don't want to cancel.
Let's cancel.
Are you hungry? Was your
no,
fucking your
tired of talking to you? You're boring me.
Your fucking diabetes is hungry now. No, look. I'm happy. I know that people have just like me, man. People have negative opinions about me, and if they really got to know me, they wouldn't think those negative things, or at least they'd understand those things that they perceive as negative. Yeah. But we live in this world right now where it's like, you got to be tribal. You got to pick a team. You have to pick an issue and be on the right side of it. You have to do all this stuff. And, I think it's madness.
And I want to change that.
Yeah. I mean, look, fuck the bunny might be one of the most cathartic things you've ever done.
Yeah.
And it might lead to my hope is that it leads to greater success and happiness.
My daughter is, as you know, is a liberal, doesn't like Trump. I don't think she hates, but she doesn't like Trump, bisexual, she says, and she's dating a guy, but
Trump doesn't hate bisexuals.
No, I know that, but but she's just a socialist. You know what I mean? She just, that's to me, that's a bigger problem than Democrat Republican is people who want to be socialists. So like I told you, if we had divided the country, she'd live here and I'd live here. And she'd
eventually come over to your side though. Trust me.
Yeah.
This is unbearable. I'm coming over there.
What was I going to say? Oh my God. Oh, fuck the money. She saw the video. She goes, I don't blame your boss for firing you. I go, good girl. I go, you know what? Thank you. I said, you know what? That's the free market. And my boss had every right to fire me, even though I disagree with it because it's not a law. It's a right. So I agree with the right.
I hear you.
So I can't be a hypocrite. So if I'm okay with a boss that's putting his money in, he can hire and fire at his will. I love that. And then it happened to me.
Careful what you wish for.
I
when I was growing up, it was all the the Republicans who were like, I hate gays, and it's like, well, I got a gay kid, so now I'm gonna. Yeah. And it's like, it's a little different when it happens to you. That's why the whole Jesus thing. On the beach. Did you ever see that picture? It's footsteps in the sand.
Oh yeah.
And footprints. It's like two people were there, but
yeah, I'm carrying you.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, so after she saw the video, she calls me up. She goes, Dad, I gotta tell you something. You're the brunt of my joke.
You're the brunt of my joke. Okay.
She goes, me and my boyfriend were talking, and I told him to fuck the bunny, and they started to fucking laugh their balls off.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's like, I would love to have T-shirts.
Fuck the bunny.
Fuck the bunny.
Why can't we?
I
think it's merchandise it.
At this time, it's like, you know what? Okay, say something stupid.
Fuck the bunny. Yeah, I don't know the guy, so I really don't fucking care. I don't like his music.
Well, after
not that I'm saying it's terrible, but it's not my cup of tea.
After the show, because of the explicit stuff,
I'd rather listen to Creed.
Oh, well, or
Nickelback.
You're gay.
I don't care.
The gyros and all that. Supposedly, high schoolers went back and they were grabbing their crotch the next day. It was on videos and all that.
What do you mean? From Bad Bunny Super Bowl?
Yeah. So it's like, you know what? Good job, Jay-Z. Good job, NFL.
No, you should look. At the end of the day, it should be a unifying thing. And the moment it's like, especially football,
Yeah. It's American football.
Yes. Like that should be the thing that should be unifying. Instead
Yes.
of like, how could no one in the decision-making room that day be like, this is going to go well?
They didn't care.
Choosing him is going to go well.
They didn't care. And you know what? They got the best of me. I was a sucker. I was a headline the next day.
Yeah.
All I did was sell papers, and my life is ruined because of it.
It could not be ruined. It could be better.
No.
This could be a new chapter of happiness.
I'm a phoenix.
Yeah.
I will rise again.
Yeah. What are you looking at? Oh.
I look at it every day.
Dumbledore.
Just so you know. No, yeah, it's the phoenix. And I look at it every day realizing that even though you tried to kill me, bury me, do whatever you can to get rid of me.
Yeah, we assassinate people now through social media.
Yeah, I'm not done.
Yeah. It's like, oh, they might as well kill people. Like this is why I hate cancel culture.
I will come back stronger, more focused. And now, instead of trying to get along with everybody,
You should still try to do that.
No. I tried to kiss their ass.
No, don't do that.
I did that. I bent over trying to help, and they want no part of me. I'm done with that. If you want my help, I'm more than willing to help, but I'm not reaching out to you guys anymore. And I know you're not going to reach out to me, even though I hope you do. But you know what? I don't care.
Oh, the Department of Justice has just indicted David Morans, a former senior advisor to Anthony Fauci, accusing him of concealing records during investigations into the origins of COVID-19.
That's what we wanted.
Let me find this. Before we go, I want to play this thing.
Oh.
I remember watching this in 1997, which is really crazy because Dennis Miller used to have this show on HBO on Friday nights, Dennis Miller Live or whatever.
I love Dennis Miller.
So
Sarcastic.
he has Phil Hartman was doing a movie for HBO called The Second Civil War, I believe it was, and he was on there to promote The Second Civil War, the movie.
Okay.
All right, and this is what he had to say. And it like popped up back into the world like a month ago. Here.
A parody of what happens if immigration goes unchecked. What are your views on it personally?
On the film, Second Civil War?
On
immigration? Well, I am an immigrant. I came to this country in 1957 from a terrible hostile regime in Canada. But what's fascinating about this subject, and it's one of the things that's touched upon in the movie The Second Civil War, is that you cannot even discuss this subject without being considered a racist in this country. And the immigration policy in the United States is the most liberal in the world. 800,000 people a year enter the United States legally, 900,000, and maybe another 200,000 or 300,000 illegally. And no other country tolerates that kind of illegal immigration or that kind of mass influx through their borders. But it's only going to heat up because we're not discussing it. Do you know that in the next 5 years, over $1 billion a year in entitlements is going to be given through Social Security to foreigners who have immigrated to this country and not put so much as a dime into the system? Yeah,
they're all liberal Democrats.
Cause a fucking riot, Phil. Well, that's why I'm here today to talk about the new American Nazi Party. We're not just against gypsies and homosexuals anymore.
Are there countries, can I walk into like Saddam Husseinville and just start setting up a discotheque or what?
Not a chance. No other country. In Japan, they have a saying, which means, no, that means you don't set foot in my country, white devil, unless you buy a 50-inch television set. No, we're nutcases over here. We really are. How's this? Hey, you want to get pissed off? How's this for a law? A pregnant woman who sneaks into the United States and has a baby in this country, that child is automatically a U.S. citizen. How do you feel about that? Has all the entitlements that you have as a lifelong taxpayer. You know, that's no other country in the world has a policy like that.
All right.
Then there's what they call chain immigration, where when a family comes here from a foreign country, then they start bringing in grandma and grandpa and brother and sister, and they all go.
I know how
on
that
Social
works.
Security. You know what it is, Dennis? The United States, as much as anything, The government of this country is a corporation that oversees a multiplicity of other corporations. And immigration, illegal and otherwise, is good for business.
That's what I just said.
That's why it isn't stopped, in my opinion. It's because every immigrant buys
As a consumer.
gasoline, food, clothing, watches HBO. They are
King
consumers.
TJ.
They pay
I went from
sales
retard
tax,
to king.
even if they don't necessarily pay income tax.
Right.
And they feed the system.
So it all becomes a bottom line thing.
I think so. It all becomes part of the big
machine.
The big machine.
Which dictates right now that I have to do the news of the week. Can you stick around while I do it?
Watch me.
Felipe Hartman, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. I just
That was
said that.
30 years ago.
And I just said that.
That was 30 years ago. 30 years ago, and it wasn't controversial. Phil Hartman never got canceled for that. He just got murdered by his wife later in life.
Was she an immigrant?
No, she was on drugs.
What's this line for? Is that what I'm
That's so you can
supposed to
keep your sternum. Yeah.
be? Oops. Can we start this all over?
I just wanted to play that because it was 30 years ago.
I know.
And it's a beloved SNL alum.
I know.
And today, to say that would be...
SNL would never say that today.
Nope.
I'm surprised it's even available
Well,
on YouTube.
The internet never forgets, and people back in the day used to use their VCRs to record TV because they thought that they were going to delete it in the future, and they were right.
That's right.
So now we have episodes of Dennis Miller from 1997.
I'm glad you played that.
Anything else
No.
you want to talk about?
No.
Next time, can we talk about psychedelics?
No, I don't want to.
Trump just fast-tracked that. I'm pretty excited about it.
Boy, you're back on Trump then.
I was never off Trump.
Kidding. It's a joke.
But I was never like on him.
That's the problem. I joke too much.
No, it's like, look, I did a post criticizing the Iran conflict, and the messages I got were like, and this is the crazy part.
What did I post on that?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
We went back. I said, you know what? Back off, because at least he's being honest and he has a platform. And I forget what it was, but it was saying that we're lucky to have you, even though we disagree.
Oh, yeah. The comments I got were people who were going, we knew you'd finally see the light. And that was like the messages I get. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't agree with that.
Right.
Well, yeah, you're against Trump now. I'm like, no, it's not.
No.
I just don't agree with that.
That one thing.
I don't think we should do that. There's a lot of things I don't agree with Trump on.
I know.
But he's better than like he's better than like the open borders people.
He would be so much better if he was king. Yes, I said that.
Yeah, well, 1776 wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for kings. But like people need to understand that. Like they can, if you can't criticize your leader, you're in a cult.
Yeah. And
I will not let go. The things I highly disagree with him, I'll say it.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't even like this.
He's not perfect.
I don't agree with a lot of the leftist politicians now, but I don't like, if I do a post about it, it's like, this doesn't make sense.
I've been trying to find somebody that's not a Republican that I could actually vote for, and I can't find one.
The last election I voted for a couple Democrats.
I'm not talking local. I'm talking state or national. Locally, it's a little different because sometimes your friend's running for something or whatever, and you know that he's a conservative or she's a conservative. But when it comes down to it, a lot of them, like Fetterman, he says all the right things, but he still votes for him.
Sure.
And that's the problem. If he would have voted for the SAVE Act,
I want to vote for somebody who Trump loathes. Do you know who that is? I would vote for Thomas Massey in a heartbeat.
I heard the name. Hell, well, you want to
Kentucky Republican?
Okay.
He's in the House. He's the only graduate of MIT. He lives totally off the grid in Kentucky. He has his own water, his own electrical, his own everything. He's the one who builds the debt badges, and Trump is trying to go after him so hard.
Yeah.
And I love Thomas Massey. He's very like, get the poison out of your foods.
Yeah.
Eat fucking raw milk, drink raw milk, eat fucking free range beef with no chemicals in them and no vaccines.
Not made in laboratories.
Yeah. That's all he wants. The way like used to be. And because he disagreed with Trump went hard on him. They're dropping millions. And he criticizes Israel.
I gotta tell you right now, I put a thing and it was in either the French press or the English. I can't remember.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the French press. Like
no.
Yeah.
And I said, Trump's a narcissist.
Yeah,
he is.
Sure.
But because of his narcissism, he wants to go down as the best president that ever lived. And I think he's going to be. I think, if not the best, one of the best for Americans. Okay. And
like the best since 1776.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
That's okay. We could think differently. But anyway, someone goes, how could you say that? Because it's true. I hate to tell you this, but most leaders, whether it's anybody that's a leader on a baseball team, a captain of football, captain cheerleader, chess club, they have to have big egos. Because most humble people don't like that leadership role. They don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, it's too hard for them.
It's too hard for them. You need somebody to be, I'm the guy, I'm the girl, I'm the man. And you know what? I know I'm right, even when I'm wrong.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want a leader like Joe Biden that's taking listen, I want a guy that believes he knows everything and takes advice from people and makes a decision and moves forward, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. He made the call.
And it's not forever. Every 4 years you get to change your mind.
I know. I want it 10 years. I want president to be for 10 years, one term. So you better pick the right fucking guy or we're going to stuck for 10 years.
I don't know. A lot of damage that can happen. It's
too fast. Putin's sitting there going, I'm here for life. We'll just wait 4 years. It's not an eternity. Who's the leader of China?
Xi Jinping.
Yeah, he's waiting. Whatever. The next guy will be. You know what? They're gonna first year. Yeah, they're getting a thing. 2 years they're gonna make policy. The fourth year they're gonna run unless it's his last term.
Yeah. We don't have a problem. We just wait longer.
Yeah, we wait longer.
Yeah, we wait longer.
We got 50 years in advance. Americans 50 days in reverse.
Yeah, that's true. Anything else you want to say?
No.
You sure? Did you have fun?
Always.
Yeah. Do you think I was too tough on you, or do you think I was? No.
I could care less. I mean, the truth will set you free.
That's not the response. You know what I mean?
No, but I like that.
Thanks for telling me that you don't care.
No, I don't care if you said whatever. I know that you have integrity. I don't care what you say because you come from the heart and the mind. What could go wrong?
I don't know. I just
feel very comfortable. I'd rather talk to you in person than on the phone.
Why?
Because our phone conversation, because I could see your eyes, I could see your demeanor, and then sometimes on the phone, I'm distracted by, I'm on the road. This was a very intimate, personal conversation I needed.
Between you and I?
Yeah.
And I was what do you mean I was on the road?
No, when we're on the phone.
Oh.
I'm usually on the car talking to you.
Yeah.
So I'm not really fully focused.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
Like you said, when you get to know somebody, it's different. When you have conversations that are one-on-one or in a group, it's different. That's why I want to start that NEPA Americans, because I do want to talk to Spanish people and black people. And I want to have a group setting where it's like, okay, let's sit down and talk about this. How do you feel about it?
If you get some people who, that you'd like to have, I mean, I'd probably like to talk to some of the people that you meet along the way. I'm sure because their perspectives aren't being heard.
Yeah.
People get real mad at me. It's like, you only have like these people on. I'm like, everyone knows the other perspective. I want to hear the perspective that no one knows.
I don't think you'll ever deny anybody that has a platform or something.
The only people I deny coming on here are like the people who are like if you're can I come on? I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Unless you like, it's usually people who are like, it's like people who have like a product or like they're a salesperson of a thing. They're like, I want to come on and talk about like this gym or something like that. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it.
Then you're being used.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
No.
If you want to. And then sometimes I've had people on where they wanted to do a thing and I never let them talk about it. Which sounds kind of douchey.
No, it ain't.
But it's like, I'm more interested in this other stuff. I don't want to talk about like this product that you have or something.
You're a current event guy for the most part. I
just
see
want
that.
people to fucking not hate each other. At the end of the day, that's all I want. And like, if you
honestly,
really, yeah, but like, there are some people, there are some bridges you can't unburn, and that's okay too. But like, if it's not there and there's like value amongst with this person, like it should be. Most people
after 5/19, the election.
Is that the date?
Yeah. So I'd say my daughter's birthday too, so it's easy for me to remember things. So but after that date, I think we should all have a kumbaya. We'll go for lunch and
there's some mea culpa stuff that maybe you if to fix things, both sides have to admit where they were wrong.
Correct.
And be sorry about it.
I agree.
And if one side of those two sides is not willing to do that, then
the bridge is
it's fruitless. It's wasted time.
We already know a lot of people we're talking about, but I think that after 5/19, we got to figure this shit out.
Yeah, I care about the people that you have issue with tremendously.
Yeah,
and I care about you tremendously. Yeah. So I'm stuck in
honestly,
in a tough spot.
I do care about them. Okay,
I know, but like
I know
you mentioned before, Fetterman. He says things, but his actions.
Well,
you know what I mean. Like you have to do that.
But right now, we're in a battle. We'll let it.
It's dumb.
It's dumb. Just so you know, the one guy put a video, and I reshared it yesterday, and it was really good.
Okay, you can tell me off camera.
Yeah. So it's. I would love to. I would love to figure this out because honestly, I'm tired of arguing with good people.
Yeah, you have to meet them where they're at.
I know.
You can't. The biggest thing I learned.
Yeah.
You can't tell people they're wrong. You have to ask them why they think they're right.
I'm in a car right now, and I just got to wait for it to get done. And it's 5/19. I'm going to get out of the car, and I'm going to get in a new car. And the new car is.
You'll feel better on your heart.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
Okay, you can say you had fun. Ladies and gentlemen, avid racist, TJ Fitzgerald.
Oh, shit. I'll race you in the 40-yard dash, the 100-yard dash.
No, you're a good dude. I think your heart's in the right place. You just got to watch out about being emotional about shit.
God knows who I am. I know who I am. And people that I've had relationships with that don't look like me know who I am. And anybody that's an outsider that wants to persecute me because you enjoy it, go fuck the money.
NEPA Americans, right?
NEPAAmericans.com. It's going to be 5/19. We'll have the new website.
Election day, you're launching the website?
The day after.
Okay, thank God. So 5/20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So 5/19 will flip. No one's going to pay attention to it.
Well, hopefully people will check it out. And
maybe you'll have me back after the website and we'll talk about.
Well, it's 3 weeks from now. I think we should give it a little bit of time. I don't want the same band playing my bar in a short period of time. No one's going to fucking show up and pay the cover again. I don't make any money from this, so it really doesn't matter.
Unless it's Bad Bunny, then I'll have him here a couple times.
I'd sit down with that guy.
Would you? I would too.
Yeah, even though it's probably like, why do you think the way you think? Why are you just pushing people's buttons? Like, why are you doing that? Of course. Yeah. Anybody who has millions of dollars.
I played right into it.
Yeah,
like
you got fucking.
I got played.
Yeah.
By Bad
the Dave Chappelle thing is like, gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. TJ Fitzgerald, thanks for stopping by, brother.